Hello everyone, today I made a cake that came out gorgeous and delicious. Please come to the kitchen with me. Welcome to Saigon Cook Travel. I am Saigon Cook. The recipe I wrote, you can see this written version in the description box below. After you go on to the ingredients, we will start now with the juicy, the orange. I just need one orange because from it I get 50 grams of juice. That's all I need. So it depends on your orange. You can use 2. It's up to you. And now I separate the egg because the chiffon cake will rise and fluffy and airy because of this technique. Separate the egg, mix the egg yolk together with other ingredients, and beat the egg white until stiff thick, and the egg white will help risen the cake. So I use the forever method that I'm using, that is break the eggs in half and then go back and forth and take out on the white. Be careful at this point because any broken yolk that goes into your white is a ruin. That's why after the first egg, I use the small bowl here to break the eggs, so that I make sure that no egg yolk broken into my egg white. Because if you did, your egg white never can rise, no matter how much you beat it. Now into the egg yolk I add other ingredients: oil, honey, salt, orange juice, and flour. For the flour here, it's best if you can use the cake flour, but I never can buy cake flour alone. They normally sell in my stores the cake mix, so I don't want it. So I use on-purpose flour, and on top of that I add 10 grams of cornstarch, so it will bring down the level of proteins in the flour and perfectly come out. Because cake flour has a very low protein percentage, so I mix that way to make it my own. So you can see after I mix on the wet ingredients, I add my flour now, but I add flour in stages and shift it. When you make a chiffon cake, every method, every step need to be in concern because you need to shape your flour to make it airy. You can see I use the hand mixer here, but you can use just the hand whisk. I use the hand mixer, but I don't whisk it too much. I just do a few swirls so that my own ingredients are combined, and that's it. Now you watch me. You see, after my flour disappears from the surface, and that's when I stop whisking. Now I set it aside and take care of the white. I don't use, I try to avoid the chemical in my food, so I don't use cream of tartar. I have two small bottles, but I hesitate to use them. Instead, I use lemon juice. I have a tablespoon fresh squeezed lemon juice, and along with 60 grams of sugar. I use fine sugar here. It's perfectly fine to use fine sugar, but if you're more careful, you can use powdered sugar. So this is 5 eggs white. This recipe I use the same amount of egg yolks and egg white together. On other time I use egg white more than egg yolk, but it reason a lot. So I use the same levels in this recipe. You notice that I add sugar in stages as well. I didn't dump all sugar in at once. So you beat it. I beat it for like 5 minutes, and my egg white is perfect. You can see I turn the bowl over and it stay in there. That means perfectly beaten. Now I prepare the mold. I don't have the 28 by 28 cake mold, so I use my grill pan. But because they have it has ridges underneath, so I'm covered with foil, and now I put the parchment paper in, and now I lay my orange slices. So this is I use 3 oranges, and I cook it in water and sugar. Because this video is too long already, so I didn't include how I cook the orange slices in this video, but I will make another special video for it. So please come back and watch them. It's a worthy video. You need to you want to. But how to make your slices so that it's soft and chewy at the same time and glisten like a stained glass. It's perfectly slices of orange you can keep in the house for whatever snack you want. So you can watch now. I am mixing my egg white to the egg yolk mixture. You can see at this point I don't use the hand mixer anymore, and I very careful to mix the egg white in. I don't want to deflate any purple that is hard to get until now. But you mix until you don't see any white spot left, and that's it. The way I do this, I go around and came up in the middle. And now I lay my oranges slices in the pan, and I spoon the mixture into the pan. I have preheated the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will bake it for about 20 minutes. But when at the end of the baking circle, I will check and see the color and piece the toothpick inside to see how it's done. I don't want to overcook, and my cake will be dry. So I stop in the middle here, and I use the dough cutter to smooth it out and cut into the dough so that it perfectly no air pocket in the cake. I keep doing this. I like to take opportunity to say thank you for stopping by, watching my video. I have passion for food, gardening, home improvement, and everything in between. I've been cooking and entertaining so many years. I have a lot of experience. So if I know anything, I like to share it with you in my video. So to show your support and encourage me, please like and share my video and subscribe. Thank you. This chiffon cake with the orange slices is a little difficult to make because you need to have the slice perfectly dark color to look beautiful, and the cake needs to be fluffy and airy when you eat them. So but it's just a little effort. You can do it. If I can, you can too. Now when the cake baking, I'm beating my chantilly cream. I have 240 grams of heavy cream, and I use 20 grams of powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon of vodka. Normally they use brandy for this flavor, but I don't have Cointreau ready in the house, so I use my spice vodka, and it's come out perfect. Try and let me know. Sometime I will do a video of how to make the spice vodka. Right now I have spice orange vodka. I could do that, but I like the spice of many spices. So I use spice vodka. I have the infused vodka. Some videos in my channel. Please check them out. So the cake was cooked. Now I take out and I remove from the mold. The exact that I remove from my grill pan. You can see the ridge cut into the foil there, but my cake is perfectly safe with the ridges. Now I open for you to see. I invert it into another parchment paper, and I release the size so that my cake is cool, and now I revealed it to you. You see, it came out perfect. The orange slices are beautiful color, and the cake beautiful too. Now to roll the cake into the roll, a Swiss roll if you would. I use the saran wrap here. You should make longer than me, or you can double the saran wrap here. We need it stable, or you can use a damp towel. After that, I inverted the cake, and I will remove the parchment paper underneath. You can see my cake came out perfectly. It don't have a layer of very brown color. Now I trim around the edges, and when the two edges meet, I cut on the diagonal so that when I roll the roll, they meet perfectly, no bumpy meat. So I use my chantilly cream to cover my cake, and evenly and thinly. Now only in the center I make a row of cream so that when I enclose my cake, they will come in the center. Remember this method, you need the two side edges meet so that your cake come out perfectly with the orange placement. You can see I use the plastic wrap to pull them together and make sure that two edges meet. You see, with the help of the plastic, pull tight, you should. You can go slowly from one end to the other, and you can come in the center and to the end, and then after that I roll it into the parchment paper, and I use my ruler here to press it in so that it's perfectly round, and the edges that we try hard to keep them close to each other, not going away, not going apart. And I use another piece of parchment to reinforce now. You see, use the help of the ruler. I keep my roll very tightly so that it's very round and the edges do not come apart. I thought I already said that, but I tried to emphasize. Now I squeeze the two ends. I try to use the tape to lock them, but the parchment paper doesn't take the tape, so don't worry. I will keep the edges there under like this, so it don't go unravel. And now my roll go into the fridge overnight. This is the morning, and I will remove the parchment paper and reveal to you the roll. Are you excited? I am. You see, when we are in the kitchen, just a little thing will make us happy. So that's why you know I have a passion for food. Every time I bake or cook, I love it. I love how the food came out. You can see, I roll around for you to see. They are perfect roll. And when it's perfect like that, I'm thinking of giving away. I will cut only the two ends for me to do the taste test, and the rest I will bring to give to our neighbor. I have a beloved neighbors here, so anything I make, I want to give his in the first person to remember. So let me cut the end of it. Remember, this will not be perfect. Will not be perfect because this is the end. Hold the roll tightly, okay, so you don't ruin it. This is for me. Now I will move to the other end and cut another slice of it. Remember, sorry. Remember to hold your roll tightly so that it don't sailing like me, shaking and moving. You when you cut into these orange slices, keep them in your hand also. That's it. Now let's cut a perfect slice so that I show you how the inside look. Ta-da! You are invited. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.